All right, well, we are here at the shop today. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and Andrew just reminded me that I have been promoting a Niknax sale this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern that I forgot about. And so our goal for today is to head into the shop and prepare for this sale on Niknax.net. And I'm gonna pick maybe like 15 to 20 items to sell. I'll probably be live for about an hour. It's gonna be fun. And for those of you who are not familiar with Niknax, Niknax is my marketplace over on District.net. I have given it its own URL, so you can access it through Niknax.net. And it is a community of buyers and sellers. It's a really great place. There's some amazing items. I think last I checked, there was about 13,000 listings, about 1,200 sellers, and it is continuing to grow and flourish, and it is a pretty great place, if I do say so myself. So make sure you go and check it out, and hopefully I will see you on Saturday. But today we're gonna find some stuff to sell. So let's head in. Here we go. Okay, so this is the cart we're going to use to gather up these items for Niknax. I feel like this here needs to be included. This is the Windy Meadows cottage that had the giant foam bowl stuck up there. Andrew got it out with some needle nose pliers. Who would have thought? So I'm going to include that in the sale. And then I'm going to check my shelves here. I know I've got a ton of stuff on the shelves, so maybe we'll find something here before we head out to the main floor. Here we go. This is thistle down pottery. Oh, I didn't realize there's a handle missing. There would have been a handle on that. Maybe I did know that. Did I know that? I don't remember. We're gonna grab that. These are both very similar styles. Sometimes I get confused between the two. The thistle down has the thistle on the bottom. So you can see the similarities there. Windy Meadows, thistle down. Now these two carts over here are just full of stuff that I feel like probably needs to move along. Because they've been full for a while, and there really is no rhyme or reason to the stuff that's on the carts. So usually when that's the case, they just sit. I'm gonna gather a few things off of these carts and get it moving. But actually, now that I'm surveying this, I think that these may already be listed on Niknax. So I'm gonna set those on my Niknax shelf, which is over here. I believe these are also listed. I need to go through my listings and see what is listed and what is not. I think we're gonna put those there. This is the stuff that I had at my last sale when I got sick and had to end early. Maybe I'll include this because that's already listed. See, that saves me some of the work if it's already listed. So I think I'm going to include that, and maybe this. These two are listed as buy it now. I don't know what's happening with those, so I'm going to have to check on that. Okay, so we have 4 things. I'm going to push my cart out to the main floor. I'm going to continue loading the cart with a few more items. Who am I kidding? Like 16 more things. But there's a lot more out front. I feel like we could probably pick a few items off of this side of the table. I was going to save this stuff for my January 7th sale on Whatnot, but also that's like 2 weeks away, and I feel like I'll probably acquire more things by then. So there's no reason why I can't pick a few things. Here is a Jim Shore Eeyore. I sold 2 Jim Shore on Whatnot last night, so we might as well show Niknax some love. There is a Fenton melon vase. Bluebird of Happiness. There's actually 2 here. Ron Ray. I sold a large Ron Ray last night. Now I'm thinking, was that like a Bluebird family? Did I just separate the family? I mean, they're inanimate objects. It really doesn't matter that much. But yeah, there's definitely, I have to come to peace with my decision before I can sell these ones. Okay, let's set the hen on a nest. The hen on a nest can go on Niknax. And of course, it wouldn't be a crazy lamp lady sale without a little Murano. These are the pieces we have to choose from. This is probably a Fratelli Toso. This is the Starry Night pattern. You can tell by those little like wispy curly cues. That's considered Starry Night. This one is likely Barbini, just because of the shape, the colors, the Bullicante. That would be my guess on this. These ones I don't really have an idea of who the maker is. I really love this color combination, both in this pink, and I've also seen it in that aqua blue. You guys know every time I find it in the aqua blue, I get really excited. I don't know why, I happen to really like the aqua blue. This is also very pretty. Let's see. I think I'm gonna actually go this route, since it's a little chilly outside. This kind of reminds me more of like the winter. So I'll grab that. We will sell that. I'm gonna grab a pair of candle holders that glow. Here's a little swung vase, and persimmon. This bird is kind of crazy. I don't know if that would be Avem. I know that Avem does a vase like that, or a base like that. It's kind of fancy. I don't know, I may need to post that in the Murano group. Here is Ruffles and Rings, I think is the name of that pattern. There's a opalescent. We'll include the opalescent. This picture, which I think is signed on the bottom. I can't quite read it. It's etched. But hey, we'll sell that. I wish I could read it. We'll include that. And then I was also thinking these birds. And there is a pair of them. A pair of birds. I think that maybe this little blueberry mug, which is very sweet. I think this is more geared towards espresso. I'd say this is like 6 ounces, possibly. I still can't remember. Oh, Johnson. Yeah, this is Johnson. That's right, Johnson. I've had this a few times over the years, but it's characterized by those blueberries on there, and I'm pretty sure this is out of Maine. They do a lot of blueberry stuff out of Maine. I think it's because they have a lot of blueberries there. Some sweet little birdies. Someone suggested one of the birds is dead. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just resting. They're cuddling birds. Okay, they're cuddling. They can cuddle right inside of the Murano. It's like a little nest. I think we'll pass this guy along. He's very reminiscent of quadrifoglio pottery, and that's why I picked him up. I had left my phone in the car when I stopped at Goodwill. I could not look him up at the time. After the fact, I did have a chance to look him up. A lot of the quadrifoglio is very similar, but they have rosier nose and cheeks. And most of the time they are banks. He's not a bank, but he's very similar in style. And a lot of their pottery is just very naive. Like it's I think that's the word I'm looking for. It just looks like I don't know, like a 7-year-old did it. but it's still really cool, and there is a collector's market for it. I sold a perfume bottle once for $400. So some of the Peanuts characters can sell for a couple $100s, but like I said, this is just in the style of. It is not actually, I don't believe it is, because there's no markings on it. So we're gonna move them along though. We might as well grab some chalkware over here because it's never gonna go away if I don't sell it. This one is really sweet. Probably, I mean, it could be a trinket dish now. I would say it may have been an ashtray. But I like him. I think he's a good pick. What other options do we have, though? He looks like a Pekingese. I don't know. I kind of like the one I picked. I think that picked a good one. So we're gonna sell that. All right, well, there we have it. 18 items loaded up on the cart. And so I had this other thought. These are the items I'm going to be selling live. This is going to be my live sale. But I had a thought. I guess you could say I had an idea. Andrew hates when I say I have an idea. It's like it usually requires him to do some work. But this doesn't require him doing any work, except for maybe shipping on the back end. But I was thinking that in addition to having a live sale, I could plan to also post some items in the multi-day auction section of Niknax. That way there's some items running multi-day, because I know not everyone can be there for a static sale, and that's kind of a cool feature of Niknax, is that in addition to being able to do a live sale, buy it now style listings, you can also do multi-day auctions. So I think I'm going to do these items during my live sale, and then I'm going to select some more and I'm going to run them auction style multi-day, so probably 5 days. And if you guys can't be there for the live sale, you can hop on over and check out some of the items that I have listed multi-day auction. And if you just go over to niknax.net, you should be able to scroll down right on the main page. One of the main categories there is multi-day auctions. You can click on that and you can see all of the multi-day auction listings. Now, not all of them are mine. Some of our other sellers also have items up for auction, but there's some really great stuff on there, and mine will be mixed in. So I'm going to grab a few more items, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do some multi-day auction items, and we're going to pick those now. I think I'm going to do the Bill Campbell. We'll do the Bill Campbell as a multi-day. We'll stick that on there and see how it does. It's really nice coloring. It's not the crystalline, but I just love his glaze, and that's kind of like, that is a Bill Campbell glaze right there. I'm going to grab that and stick that down here. We will run that for 5 days. Over here, what do we have? Run another piece of Murano, I think. I'm kind of torn between this, which has like a really deep caramel color with white. It's an interesting color scheme because a lot of the times when you think of Murano, you think of these like bright, vibrant colors, and then this is just kind of subdued. It's really, I think it's kind of neat. Like a burnt caramel. I think I'm going to do this. We'll see how that does. Stick that down here. Crystalleria. Decisions. Now I was thinking maybe this vase, but I have one in my live sale, so I was wondering about these. I was thinking, are these Viking? Oh no, those are Fenton. It says right there on the bottom, those are Fenton. Those are really pretty. Let's do those multi-day. Yeah, we'll stick those on too. I have a glass box. Now, some of you had suggested that this is actually a cigarette box, like a vintage cigarette box. I would just consider it for trinkets, because I don't smoke. But you could technically put whatever you want in that. So we're going to stick that on the cart. There are some pretty luster teacups, a set of 2. I'm going to balance those on top of the cart for now. And the Italian mug. Alright, so that's a good start. Those are the items. We're going to do multi-day. Perfect. Alright, check it out. They finished shipping for the day. I've got 2 empty carts here. Mostly empty. You can tell. Stuff just piles up on the 2 bottom shelves. This is all stuff that we could also list. Let's see what's down here. I have 4 more of those glasses in the back out on the front table, which could make for a good buy it now. The fish is probably a buy it now. Bigger, bulkier items that are going to have more expense with shipping, I've found don't do as well at auction, unless, of course, they're super desirable. Like, for instance, a small glass vase. Alright, so I decided to do the multi-day auction stuff first. I'm not sure why I decided to do it in that order, but I did. And I'm actually going to show you guys how I listed on Niknax, because I know a lot of people have been asking how it works. So, if that's boring for you, I'm sorry, but that's what we're going to do. Okay, well, since everybody can't access the app, and it's only available on Apple products, I've decided that we're going to list the Bill Campbell vase from the web browser on my phone. So I just typed in Niknax.net. It redirected to Niknax on District, and we are going to list the Bill Campbell to multi-day auction. So to do that, I'm just going to click the 3 dots. I'm going to click List Item. We're going to do Auction. Continue. I'm going to call it a Bill Campbell. I forget, they automatically capitalize. I'm so used to it not, so I always hit the button. Bill Campbell Art Pottery Vase. Signed. Now my photos have a tendency to come up a little bit dark, so what I do is I go into my photos on my phone and I go to Edit and I go to this plus minus button, and then I just boost a little bit to give them a little bit brighter look to them. That's just boosting the brightness. And I only do it for the first few photos so that when they show on the main page, they look really crisp and nice. And then, of course, if somebody wants to, scroll through the listings, the other ones are a little bit dark, but I've already caught their interest, and that's cool. So I'm just quickly editing my photos. All right, I'm going to add the photos that I took. And then we're going to quick add them into the listing here. Now, this is the one I take of my scale just for reference. This is my personal reference, just so I remember what the weight was on it. I don't actually include that in my listing. I'll have to do 5 at a time. I forgot about that. Okay. We picked too many. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add. I think we can still add a few more. Photo library. Add. Alright, so you can add more, but you can only add 5 at a time. So the other ones are in there now. We are going to call this It Measures. Now I don't have to have the vase in front of me because I've taken photos of the ruler. And according to this, it's 6 inches tall and 4 inches wide at the opening. So it measures 6 inches tall and 4. There are no chips or cracks. I know because I checked it over. If there was chips or cracks, I would have included a photo of the chips or cracks. All right. So for auction, we are going to start at $4. It's not going to be available for live. If I was including it in my live sale, I would turn that on. The start time is going to be Sunday when I have, I'm sorry, Saturday when I have my sale, which is apparently not showing up. It is on the 23rd, and the time is going to be, we will set it live when I go live, which is 06 p.m. Save. All right, so now it's going to show as starting soon. So people will still be able to see it, and they'll know that it's going to be starting soon. As far as shipping, we're going to do calculated. You guys saw it was about 4 pounds, so I'm going to say 5 shipped. Based on the measurements, it would probably be a 10, 10, 10 box, not 100. Let's do 10, 10, 10. Get rates. All right, and we are going to ship Ground Advantage. Calculated. All right, select that. Save changes. Now, we also include Canada. You don't have to, but we turn that on. And then we're going to do calculated, get rates. And of course, that's the cheaper option. We're going to grab that, save changes. And all right, so these are all of our tags. Obviously, this is going to be a vase. So I'm going to scroll down there and click vase. It's also art pottery. I think that's up here somewhere. It is as seen on video. This is a tag that's only available to me, and it was seen on one of my videos, so I'm going to include that. So we have it as handmade pottery. We're going to click that, and that looks good. We're going to post the item. So there you go. It starts in 2 days and 3 hours from the filming of this video. It's starting at $4, and it's listed in Niknax. So I listed it from my phone, from the browser. So if you have an Android, you don't have to have the app. But we just listed that, and it's going to start when I start my sale on Saturday. So I just realized my Bill Campbell defaulted to 3 days. I'm updating it to 5. Now it is ending on the 28th. That's what needs to happen. And also, you know what? I'm thinking about that 10, 10, 10 box size. While I'm in here, I think I'm going to update that as well. I think we're going to do 12, 12, 12. I think it could fit in a 10, 10, 10, but I also rather be safe than sorry. Could also be a 12, 12, 10. You know what? I'll just do 12, 12, 12. I would hate to see that broken. I'd rather go for a larger box. Alright, so this is automatically going to calculate, I'm pretty sure. Let's double check. Yep, it automatically switches over under Canada for 12, 12, 12. Save changes, and we're good to go. So that has been saved. We're good. Okay, so I managed to get these 6 items listed to start on Saturday and run for 5 days. I think I want to pick 4 more. I think I want an even 10. So I was kind of surveying my shelves here to figure out what do I want to grab. I think I'm going to grab this reptile retailer. He was canceled. I sold him on Whatnot, and then he was canceled. So we're going to include him. So I'm going to do him in the black box. So that's 1. Maybe this Artisonia Rinconado could be 2. Also do him in the black box. I absolutely love this art pottery. All I have to go on is IN. So I have no idea who makes it, but I feel like it must have taken some skill to get that arch cut out like that. So I do wish that I had a better idea for who made it. I think I'm going to make this number 3. Real pretty glaze on that. And then for 4, we'll just do Lucite soap dish. And that makes 10. 10 items to start on Saturday. Perfect. All right, well, I got all of the things photographed for my live sale. I got everything loaded up for my multi-day auction. And I was thinking, I've got probably about 10 more minutes before I have to go get Ashton from basketball. And I've decided I'm also going to snap photos of more items to start next Saturday, since I can schedule in advance. And it's not like eBay where when I have the items scheduled, nobody can see what I have coming up. I think it's a cool feature where it says starting soon, and then it's like 2 days from now it's going to start. So it kind of gives people a preview for what I have starting soon. So it makes sense to get started on maybe doing some auctions next week. And then if we really get into the rhythm of it, we might be back to doing weekly multi-day auctions, only on Niknax. So I'm going to try to select 10 more things in 10 minutes. I'm really going to challenge myself. Maybe not get them listed, but at least get some photos. And yeah, we'll get those scheduled for starting next Saturday, which I believe is December 30th. Yeah, let's see what we can get. So number one, I think is going to be this Murano ashtray. Number two, this wooden shelf that I've had kicking around for so long. I'm ready to let go. And all of these pull out. They're lined with velvet. It's pretty fancy. It's very cute. No markings or signatures on it. There's 2 items. I was looking this over and I thought, this looks familiar. I feel like I sold this, but then I remembered that Andrew opened up a bunch of returns the other day. So I think that was actually returned to us, and now we will sell it again. All right, let's see. That's only 3 items. It's only 3 items. Literally have like 2 more minutes. This is all the stuff that's for the live sale. Is there anything else on the shelves we can grab? I might have to come back and finish this another day. Let's do this. I think this might be listed on eBay, but I'll take it down. And then this pretty amethyst necklace. We'll do a necklace. There's 2 more things. We are going to add these colorful salt and pepper shakers. I'm debating this pottery here. All right, well, on that note, I think I'm going to get out of here. I hope that you guys are able to join me on Saturday, December 23rd at 6 p.m. Eastern for my Niknax live sale. I'm really excited for it. I think this will be my 4th one, my 3rd one. I'm not sure, but I haven't had very many, and so everyone is exciting. We're gonna have a great sale. We've got some great stuff. I also have some multi-day auctions, so if you can't be there, there's some other options for you, and those will run for 5 days. So you have 5 days to hop on over to Niknax, check out the multi-day auction category, and possibly get a bid in on some of that stuff. And as I said earlier, there are some other sellers with multi-day auctions running, and they also have some fantastic items listed. So go and check those out. I am toying with the idea of having another sale on December 30th. So stay tuned for that. It might happen. I don't know. We'll see how the week goes. But I'm going to sign off of here now. And I'll put some links down in the description for Niknax. And I think I'll also include some direct links to the multi-day auctions. So you can go find those listings pretty easily. So, all right. I'm going to sign off. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And I'll see you later. So long.